before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. Today I bring you this video because there are a lot of reports going around about the PPP has run out of funds or is running out of funds. I've been doing some looking around. Right here you see the SBA website to see what the SBA has to say about it, but I actually found a source that's talking about it. At first I didn't find anything. I didn't get anything from Womply. I didn't get anything from NAV. I didn't get anything from any other lenders that I applied with. But I had to do some searching. It wasn't hard to find, but I wanted to see what the actual lenders and the sites that were giving PPP loans were saying about it. So first, I haven't went over the SBA website yet, and that's what I'm about to do now while you're here. So let's go here, PPP part. Just want to see if the SBA is updating this. Right here, it just says that it's offering loans until May 31st. But it's not saying anything about they're not having any more funds. Okay, it just talks about forgiveness, but you don't really have to go with this here. You can read about it on here about the forgiveness, but Womply and the lenders will send you information about applying for forgiveness. Okay, so I don't see anything on here. As I told you, I went to the NAV website. They don't say anything about it. Y'all talk about forgiveness. Talk about a frequently asked question, the preparation list. That's about it. And here, I went to Navy Federal. Same thing. Did not say anything. No one said anything about it. Not any of the actual lenders. But then I did a search for PPP out of funds and I ran across MSN Money. And here we go, right here. Paycheck protection program runs out of money, closing to most new applicants. And this is as of 33 minutes ago. So if a lot of you are having issues with the lenders, this is probably why. They're probably not telling you. They're probably just kicking back applications, putting applications on hold. They're probably waiting to see if the government will extend this so they can finish issuing out loans, or they can complete the application that they already have. Or they could just be holding to older applications that were already in the system. They're trying to see if they're going to loan to those while not accepting new applications. But they're just not saying anything as of yet. They're just kicking it back. Probably saying they can't be funded. They're probably giving you a reason why it's on a hold. Maybe that's why a lot of secondary reviews are going into effect. I don't know. Because none of the lenders are saying anything about this. Alright, so let me read this. The Paycheck Protection Program, a vital lifeline that helped keep small businesses afloat during the coronavirus pandemic, exhausted its funding on Tuesday and stopped accepting most new applications 4 weeks before it was slated to end. Just a fraction of the $292 billion that Congress allocated to the rescue fund this year is left, most of which is reserved for financial lenders that serve underserved communities, according to a Small Business Administration spokesperson. Those lenders will be allowed to process qualifying applications until the remaining money runs out. After more than a year of operation and serving more than 8 million small businesses, funding for the bipartisan Paycheck Protection Program has been exhausted, the SBA spokesperson told Fox Business. Congress recently voted to extend the program from March 31 to May 31, but did not appropriate additional funding, even though most expected the money to run out before the new deadline. Lawmakers showed little enthusiasm for increasing the program's funding as the vaccination rate increases. Business restrictions are rolled back and more Americans venture out to eat, shop, and travel. So, let's see here. I'm just skimming through this real quick. Okay, it's saying that 780.4 billion PPP loans were given to 10.78 million businesses. Okay, so basically they're just saying that the chances of them topping off the PPP fund just may not happen. That's what they're saying. And right now, the rest of the money are going to the undeserved communities or underserved communities, however they said it. So it's not looking good, but we'll never know. We never know. But right now, it's not looking good. So you guys can go to MSN Money and read this. You can just do a quick search, PPP out of funds or PPP funds exhausted or whatever, and you can read this on your own and read other publications talking about it. I'm sure they're not the only ones. But that's pretty much what's happening with that. Just wanted to come to you and let you guys know that there might be a problem with this funding. You know, they haven't run out of funds before. This is new. Even last year they had funds left over. So it's kind of weird that they ran out of funds. It seemed like it would have been more than enough. I also personally believe that they're cutting back because of the fraud. It seems right after they sent out this fraud email and started letting people know that they're investigating fraud, that the funds just stopped. So usually what happens is the time runs out and there's money left over. So I truly believe that it's going to be funds left over, because there's always funds left over. They said that the EIDL ran out of money, but come to find out there's this huge pot of billions of dollars left in the EIDL fund. You know, remember last year they're supposed to extend the PPP, and next thing you know, there was a lot of money left over. So now all of a sudden, all the money is exhausted. They gave the money out to everybody. Of course, we know it was a lot of fraud, but I still don't believe there was that much fraud where they ran out of money. That's just my opinion. You know, I could be wrong. There's nothing to verify what I'm saying, but I just believe that the government always have excess funds. Always. So for them to run out of money because they gave, you know, billions of dollars, according to them, to small businesses. I've seen a lot of these loans. A lot of these loans are not $20,000. A lot of loans are under $20,000 actually. Now a lot of fraudsters may have gotten between $15,000 and $20,000, but most of the loans were under $20,000. So I'm trying to find out. You know, I'm not trying to find out. I'm not even trying to figure it out. I just don't believe that the funds are totally exhausted. I believe it's a lot left in that pot. They just won't distribute it out. That's just my opinion. That's usually how they do things. So I'm upset because there are a lot of people that really need this money that can't get it now. You know, and there's a lot of people who've been waiting for the money that probably can't get it now. There are people who've been having issues with the application process that are legit. Real businesses that need this money and they can't get it now. That's what I'm mostly upset about. I'm happy for everyone that did get the money. I'm disappointed that a lot of fraudsters got the money and the people who really need it, who are going through issues, did not get the money. Another thing I'm upset about is that a lot of people who apply were not getting help throughout the process when they were having issues. That's very bothersome to me. Why wasn't there any help with the lenders or these sites to help people get these loans processed that really need it? But yet people sailing through with bogus applications, bogus Schedule C's, bogus income information. They're selling through just fine, getting $20,000, getting $15,000, even before now, even when they were having these bogus applications going through, getting $50,000, $100,000, $200,000, $1 million. But yet there are legitimate businesses that can't get $5,000, $10,000 because of a glitch in the system, or because their bank account information is not taking, or because Chime kicking back loans, because they have a net spend account or whatever. It's just ridiculous. Now, I believe the program meant well, but the way it was implemented was horrible, because there was not any help for anyone. It was like we're on our own trying to get this through. There were no emails getting answered. There were no phone numbers being answered. There were not many lenders or representatives from these sites getting back to these people who need the help trying to get through the application process. So you guys know that I usually don't get frustrated, and I don't usually, vent. But this is frustrating to me because there are a lot of people that need help, and that's just through my comments alone, through the comments I'm reading. I don't want to say anybody's name, but if you just go through the comments, you'll see there are a lot of people that need this help, and now it looks like it's not happening. And there's nothing that any of these sites or lenders doing about it, when the application been sitting there for months, weeks, and they've been having these same issues with just getting information uploaded. They've been sitting here waiting. Legitimate businesses, they sent you the Schedule C's, they sent you the tax returns. They see these bank accounts are legit. And here's the other thing about the whole bank account situation. All right, now they want to re-implement the February 2020 bank account statement situation. Okay, yes, that was an original document from back last year, because I remember when I was about to apply for the PPP last year, that they wanted me to have a bank account for back in February 2020. That's fine, that's cool. But there are a lot of people that don't have that bank account anymore. And some people, yes, they can get the information from the bank, but what about the ones that can't? How are they going to prove? How are they going to prove it? Now, there is one way you can prove it, because if you filed a tax return from back then, you should have that bank account information on the tax return. But what if you don't? What if you don't? Or what if they're not looking at that? Or what if they actually really want the statement and you can't get access to that statement from February 2020? Just look at the tax returns. Look at the Schedule C. That's not enough information saying that, hey, or do like the EIDL did. Go ahead and implement that 4506T and get the information directly from the government. Because that's what you're going to do anyway when you try to figure out who the fraudsters are. You're going to go direct to the government and check those Schedule C's. You're going to see if the Schedule C's are there with the government, with the IRS. You're going to see what their tax returns filed back then, because they're saying they did them. Now, there are some people that done amended tax returns, that's fine, because now you're going back and you're filing those taxes for back then. But the ones that haven't done anything, never even have had a business at all, don't have a business now, and they're getting this money sailing straight through without any bank statements from back then. Or if you do have a bank statement from back then, hey, guess what? You didn't have a business though, but yet you're just saying, hey, here's my bank statement, give me some money. Here's my fake documents, give me some money. No cross-referencing or anything. And so now the people who really need the money can't get it. All right. So I'm not going to make this too long. I'm already 15 minutes in. I just wanted to talk about the PPP funds being exhausted, people still waiting, and I feel really bad for you guys, because it just, I wanted this to work for everybody, and now that I'm involved and I'm seeing that people are getting rejected, or people are being denied, or people can't even get through the process that really need it, but yet there are hundreds if not thousands of fake applications that went straight through. That's just frustrating to me, because I know you need it, and I'm the type of person that likes to help everyone, especially everyone in my community, in our community. I like to help everyone, especially when you really need it. So all you fraudsters out there, I'm disappointed in you. Not that you care, or else you wouldn't be doing fraud. And I hope you do get caught. I really do. Now, people who get caught up in the mix, for people who are really in a hard spot and really needed some money and got duped into the fraud program, not the PPP, but the fraud program, I feel really bad for you guys too, because you got duped into it. But you do got to realize this. I know you're in a bad spot, but you knew you did not have a business. You knew that. And maybe you think you can sail through and pay the loan back or whatever. Because usually when you're in a hard spot, you're not using the money the way you're supposed to. I'll give you that. And I know you needed the money. But fraud in the government, I mean, that wasn't the best way to go about it. I understand that you needed the money, but that wasn't the best way to go about it, because now it can come bite you in the behind. And, you know, when I was a kid, I was bit by a dog, you know, back there, and it wasn't the best feeling to get bit back there. So, you know, you don't want that to come back on you. So please do the right thing with the funds. Even if you spent most of it, try to pay some of it back. You know, just try, because I know you didn't really mean to hurt anyone. But for all of you straight fraudsters out there that meant to do harm, that don't care about anything else, every free program or every program you can find, you're frauding, you're being fake, you're cheating, stealing, doing everything to get the money. You guys, yes, I hope that's the end for you. I'm just being honest, because you took a lot of money from all these people that actually need it, that actually really need it. You took the money from them, being fake and phony, trying to be slick. So I hope you get caught. No, I don't want anyone to go to jail, but if that's what happens to you, then hey, that's what happens to you, because you shouldn't have did it. And all these people in my comment section, all these people across the United States need this money, and they can't get it because of your foolishness. But that's it for you guys. That's what's going on with PPP, you know, out of money, you know. And hey, actually, let me check on one thing. Let me go to the Womply website real quick. I know I'm late with this one. Okay, as you can see on Womply, it says we're still accepting PPP applications. 257,655 approved loans in the last week. Okay, see right here it says get full support with the PPP. So applying loan statuses, pre-application, applying. I don't know if you guys have seen this page or whatever. When you're trying to get information with the PPP, but say get support, please refer to our main frequently asked question page. Pre-approval. Okay. But no, I don't see any information as far as the PPP being out of funds on their website. But they are talking about support. Okay, so incorrect information on application. Womply cannot update the information you provide on your application. You can update your basic information by logging back into your application here. When you are logged in, select the application you would like to update and select the edit basic info. I failed the DocuSign questions. What do I do? To correct your failed DocuSign verification, please log back into your application and complete the manual identity verification steps. You can log back into your application here. Select the application you need to verify and select the identity check button. Okay. Okay. I got my first draw somewhere else. What should I do? Okay, I got this here. If you apply with another lender in Fastlane or your first draw for your first draw and your first draw was funded by another lender, then your original Fastlane application will be declined. You will need to submit a new application for your second draw loan only. You can start your application for the second draw loan here. So a lot of these questions are answered right here that I get in my comments, and I kind of knew the answers to all of them, and I haven't even went here. This is my first time ever seeing this, so here are a lot of answers to your questions. Can I provide different bank info to my lender directly? No. Fastlane lenders require your bank account to be verified inside Fastlane. Don't send your bank info to anyone else. Neither Womply nor Fastlane lenders will ask for your bank details by email or phone. Can I have more than one verified account? As a bank account? Yes, you may have more than one verified bank account. However, the first bank account that is verified in association with your application will be attached as the funding method for your loan. You may only have one verified account selected for your application. Can I change the bank account into which my funds are deposited? Once your bank account is verified, it will be attached to your application. If you have another verified bank account, you may change your bank account prior to signing your promissory note. We do not recommend making unnecessary changes. Doing so could cause you delays and possible cancellation. If your lender attempts to fund your account and it fails, then you'll be able to select a new verified account so your lender can try again. Okay, so this is what a few of you have been having a problem with right here. Changing the verified account. And it's not doing it. Now, I don't know if that has something to do with the PPP funds running out or not. But anyway, that's that part. So you can pause that and go back to that. But let's go back and see if I can find more information about the PPP being exhausted. Sorry about that. No, I don't see any information about the PPP being exhausted. Alright, so that's it for that. But again, everybody, that's pretty much it. You know, I just wanted to run that across you guys about the PPP being exhausted or out of funds or whatever. And so I feel real bad about it. You know, I do. I really do, because I know a lot of us have been waiting for this money and it hasn't worked out in your favor. And now they're saying that there are no more funds, and that's pretty much it, basically. You know, it's pretty much it. So I guess that's it for me, guys. I'm going to continue to monitor the situation, as you know. And I'm also going to update once I find out what's going on with this forgiveness situation. And I'm also going to update you guys on what's going on with this EIDL. I haven't went for the loan yet because EIDL, they have a problem too. It's like the SBA just going all over the place. But, you know, if I can navigate through it, I'm going to show you how to do it. All right. So thanks for watching. Share, subscribe to It's Awasi. Check out those links in the description. And as always, regardless of what they're talking about, let's get this money.